guys are probably, the elite in Maine hip hop. I would say.
Well, if not now, like I hope in history we'll be looking at
that.
Yeah,
definitely. So what, like you said, Maine, like what is good about being based out of Maine as opposed to like going to like a big market in like New York or Cali, which every like typical rapper wants to do.
Yeah.
It's like oversaturated, but you decided to really just
stick to. I think there's two reasons I would say why it's great to be for me, the reason I strategically stay in Maine is because if you go, you go to New York, we're going to New York on Friday, we've been to Los Angeles, you go there and there's a million people trying to do it, all getting lost in the shuffle. Not to say New York and Los Angeles don't have their huge advantages. Like you go there and there's shit happening all day, every day that is not happening in Maine. So there are advantages to it, but it's easier to stand out in Maine. It's easier to get the press. It was easier to get to build the relationships and to really, to stand out. It's easy to stand out in Maine. So, but you also have to have the worldliness to know that like what's gonna hold its own in Maine is not so much going to hold its own in New York City in front of a hostile crowd. So you also have to elevate your game, and I think touring for us has really been great, especially the Universal thing with I'm Awesome. I mean, I didn't like love the experience of making music for someone else, but I loved the opportunity to tour the country and show and prove, to go do my thing. So, but the other thing about Maine is like, I feel like, to use like a metaphor, like if someone already wrote a book, why are you going to write the same book? If someone already made this movie, why are you making the exact same movie? It's like, in hip hop, I feel like the same story has been told a million times, and I already get it, and Biggie told it the best, and Rakim told it the best before him, and Jay-Z says that version of it the best, and it's like, people are kind of stuck, I feel like we're getting to a better place in hip hop, but like, people are trying to just do the same thing as everybody else. It's like, what's the point in telling the same story again? Why don't you tell something different? So for me, I feel like I am maybe, one of the first people to try to document life in the suburbs through hip-hop music, honestly, without glorifying it or making it sound like I'm the king of the suburbs or some shit, Like, I don't know. I think that's
just keep it real.
Just keeping it real, being honest,
Definitely, that's what people really respect. I know me personally, and nowadays you can kind of, do your own thing. Like before, like you see the whole Drake movement. He's like, people are getting mad at him because he's putting himself out there emotionally. But I respect that. Same thing.
Yeah, I respect anyone who's doing something different and doing sticking to their script that they set out to and not changing because of this or that and that pressure.
So you talked about touring and your experience. You guys are here tonight. You've been in New York next. What's your like most memorable touring experience?
It's like Spose, then this band Cage the Elephant, then Weezer, then Stone Temple Pilots, which are huge bands. So we're on this bill, and there's like, it's the one show I invited my girlfriend to, thinking it would be tame as hell and it would be like cool and she would get a good opinion of the road, and it's like titties everywhere it was titties everywhere when we're on stage. And it was just like so ridiculous. And we had this song "We Hate Money" that Universal was trying to push, or they didn't try to push. They should have tried to push. Wow. We had this joint "We Hate Money," right? And we do "We Hate Money" in front of these it was 17,000 people, something like that, in the hottest day ever, in the middle of like a farm in Omaha, right? And we do this song "We Hate Money," and there's titties and all this craziness going on, and they start throwing change at us. This song "We Hate Money," it's like, because there's this line that's like. It's like, if you're getting paid, throw all your money on stage, and so we're getting pelted with pennies and dimes and all this shit, and that show was pretty absurd. That was
never heard that one.
Yeah, no, it was bad. We don't ever make a song that says throw all your money on stage in front of a bunch of impoverished people from Nebraska.
Yeah, unless it's like $100 bills.
They don't have those.
Yeah. What kind of advice would you give to someone that's trying to, be at a spot where you're at or be higher? Just really make it a living.
I mean, in Boston it's tough, man. I'll be honest with you. In Boston it's tough because I started out here when I was in college. I put out my first record and I kind of tried to break in, but it's tough because there's not a lot of opportunity for up and coming acts. You got to sell X amount of tickets when you've never played a show before, and it's like that's hard. That chokes out a lot of talented kids and cuts off careers that would be something, you know. So what I'd say, man, is use the internet to your advantage. Obviously, who doesn't these days?
2012.
There's no other way to do it almost, but you know, just make something different and do it every day, and know you can pull it off. You know, it's pretty much it. Like, you got to do it every day. If you don't do it every day, you don't want it. Give it up. Hang it up. You don't want it. If you don't do it every day, you don't want it. Hang it up. Put, you know, good work. Call it a career and move on. Because you got to. If you're gonna succeed, you're gonna need to do it every day. And it's not gonna be you forcing yourself to do it every day. You're gonna want to. You know.
100%. So, you know, we're gonna wind down, let you guys get ready for your show.
Thank you.
Definitely appreciate
the questions, man. Good questions.
One more question. So, you might have answered it. No, you haven't. So, you know, through all your accomplishments, you know, the big single, I'm Awesome, 8 million views, YouTube, plus there's a couple, I've seen some other videos, so it's like, you got millions of views on YouTube, so you have that, you know, that strong internet presence. You had the deal, that's gone. You have your own deal now. You're touring, you're selling merchandise. You were named next best white rapper. By Vibe.
But it was a complimentary headline with a question mark. But I cut that out in my bio. The best ever.
The best ever. So, you know, everything you've done up to this point, the accomplishments and success. So what is like your number one thing like that you can really say like the best thing that happened to you, or what you're most proud of?
Wow. In regards to my music, I'll get into that. You know, definitely. I'd say, man, I think making the music is the biggest one for me. I think making this most recent album and really making the music I set out to make from day one when I started this, and having albums out and music, and like the goals I set from day one was just to make albums as me, you know, who is not like any other person. Who is just me, you know, that's like the big accomplishment for me. And to have fans who love my shit is huge, you know, kids who like, you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea and I'm not everybody's favorite rapper, but to some kids, I'm their favorite rapper. It's like, whoever would have thought, you know, so it's like that accomplishment for me is huge, you know, and the music is what got me that, you know, and the Universal deal is a big thing for me too, because I never thought I could pull that off.
That's everybody's dream. So
it was everybody's dream, you know, and I kind of got a taste of it real quick, and I'm fortunate to have had the experience. You know, I can't knock it. You know, it really taught me a lot real quick. I took a crash course in what to do, what not to do, you know, real hard. So I learned a lot. So, you know, but I think for me, man, everything that's happened to me has been because of the music, and that's my shit. You know?
Sounds good.
The audacity on iTunes now. Get it. I need food.
Go get it. Go check out the new video Swagless.
Yep.
You should be back in Boston again in a couple months.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll be back on tour probably this summer, if not this fall. So
definitely come check out Spose.
Gang.com.
Definitely check out Twitter.
Twitter, Spose, Busy Spose on Twitter.
Facebook.
Fuck the guy who won't give me just Spose.
Oh, so he has it?
This Swedish guy who just won't fucking give it to me. He's like, Dursten Knifeman, and I'm like, dude, I just need the name. Like, that's not even your name.
Yeah, but you know, definitely thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the good questions.
You know,
spread the word.
Definitely check them out, support them, do everything. Support your local artists. It's HITP Music. Lindsey Gamble, the best white rapper.
The best white rapper ever of all time. Best rapper ever.
Sounds good.
Best person ever to live.
I make them put their hands up for these monkey bars. Sipping good looking scotch, whipping ugly cars. And yeah, I got some nugs to spark, but first I got the couple businesses I love to start. So